Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Monday Night Raw. We are on the cusp of feeling the backlash of WrestleMania. This is the final show for the Red Brand before we head to the uncertain waters of WWE Backlash. Kicking it off tonight, ladies and gentlemen, as always, in style, and not as always, with Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler is here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, to try and make a statement against, that's right, you guessed it, current World Heavyweight Champion slash, if you ask him, Elite Sports Management Champion, Apollo Cruz. That's right, we're kicking it off in style, ladies and gentlemen. Dolph Ziggler is in the house, and he is looking to make the ultimate statement. It doesn't get any bigger than this for Dolph Ziggler, current World Heavyweight Champion. Of course, the sometimes untouchable by talent and also by mentality, Apollo Cruz, and he's always making people wait. And here we go. It's been a while between drinks. We haven't seen him in action since WrestleMania, but he's here, and he's certainly not dressed to compete, that is for sure. Unless he's going to wrestle in suit pants and a shirt and dress shoes, Apollo Cruz certainly doesn't appear to be ready for action. He promised us last week that, well, in his way, interrupted the main event, but nonetheless, I have to put my feelings aside for this man, but Apollo Cruz is certainly not here to compete, it doesn't look like anyway. Unless he is severely underestimating Dolph Ziggler here. And Apollo Cruz taking his time to get to the ring. He has a date with Shinsuke Nakamura at Backlash, and not just Nakamura. No, because our main event tonight, ladies and gentlemen, will determine who the third man in that match will be. It will be a triple threat match for that championship. But we don't know who that's going to be until your main event tonight. Rusev versus Daniel Bryan. Absolutely massive show, big fight feel in the air tonight, but it might not be for this, because I don't even know if this is going to be a fight. The hell has Apollo Cruz got up his sleeve here? He has turned the Red Brand upside down, no doubt about that, and he's got a microphone. Oh my God. Is this guy for real? That's a joke, surely. This has got to be... Apollo Cruz is refusing to wrestle here tonight because it's on free TV. And it's opening the show. It's Monday Night Raw. This isn't just any... Uh-oh. Well, there's his opponent for Backlash, or one of them, Shinsuke Nakamura. Ziggler's waiting in the ring, but Nakamura's in Apollo Cruz's face. And it looks as though Nakamura is heading towards the ring. Nakamura certainly looks ready for battle. Dolph Ziggler's ready for battle. Nakamura looks as though he's more than ready to step up to the plate. He says, Ziggler, let's go. And I think Nakamura is going to take Apollo Cruz's place here. It's Nakamura and Ziggler to start the show. And Ziggler out of the ring straight away. He wasn't prepared for Nakamura. And I think that's what he's telling the referee. But Nakamura wants him in the ring. You want a match? You've got a match. He's right there. And Ziggler getting back in the ring, and Nakamura trying to go after him, but Ziggler, ever the professional. Look at this. I mean, you're looking at an absolute pro in Dolph Ziggler, and he's all about these opportunities now, but this is Ziggler's problem, in my opinion. He cares too much about what the fans think, and Nakamura is back up to his feet, and he says, let's go. And this isn't not what we expected. We expected the World Heavyweight Champion to be in this match. But Dolph Ziggler has got Shinsuke Nakamura, the challenger at Backlash. As I mentioned, he's one of the challengers. It'll be either Rusev or Daniel Bryan to join him, but Nakamura taking the fight to Dolph Ziggler here. Puts him up on the top rope. Nakamura, clinical Nakamura with that smash mouth style. Taking down Dolph Ziggler. Look out, going for that huge elbow, couldn't find it. Now Ziggler again, gets the place right on the chin, and then Ziggler with a hard clothesline sends Nakamura into the ropes. And Ziggler takes control just like that. And this could skyrocket Dolph Ziggler into contention. He wants him to his feet here. Nakamura has found himself in a little bit of a precarious position. And, well, Nakamura, he wouldn't have been ready for this either. He wouldn't have been ready for Dolph Ziggler. He had no time to prepare. Ziggler wants him up, but Nakamura with a counter. Nice arm drag there from Nakamura, and then look at this. God almighty. The strikes. Ziggler trying desperately to get back to his feet. Needs the ropes. And now Nakamura with a run up at that knee. Picture perfect. And now Dolph Ziggler might be feeling some good vibrations. Oh. Shot from Nakamura on the way out. Nakamura is fired up. Man, Apollo Cruz, I mean, who saw that coming? Apollo Cruz refusing to wrestle. Ziggler going after the legs here, and then an overhand right, and then more. He follows it up with several. And then a headbutt. Sends him in, and Ziggler! Oh my God! Took Nakamura all the way to the floor. And himself. Ziggler is showing something here. Of course, we're in the middle of the trade period. Dolph Ziggler was traded all those months ago. It's part of a trade for Brock Lesnar. Huge famouser from the top rope there from Dolph Ziggler. Nakamura finds himself in trouble, but he gets the foot on the rope. Nakamura might be out here, but he had the wherewithal to put his foot on the rope and break the count. And so Ziggler now brings him in to the middle of the ring, and now Dolph Ziggler with an elbow drop and a kip up. And Ziggler's feeling it. Had no time to prepare for Nakamura, but he seems prepared to me. Prepared to fight. Now Ziggler, look at this. Ever the show off. It's in the name. Ziggler pacing around Nakamura, looking for another opening, but Nakamura may have found one of his own with that European uppercut. Now Nakamura with that hard forearm, and another one. And another one to Ziggler. Oh, you can hear him reverberate throughout the stadium. Now Nakamura, look at this, right up in the grill. Dolph Ziggler. Shinsuke again for something with Ziggler. Creates a little bit of separation, and then the drop kick was on the button. Takes Nakamura off his feet, and Ziggler back in control. Oh, an elbow there. Shades of Dusty Rhodes with the bionic elbow from Dolph Ziggler. Oh, a hard chop again. Sends him into the corner. And now Ziggler. What is he thinking here? Dolph Ziggler sets him up. Oh, with snake eyes there from Ziggler. And a Saito suplex. Picture perfect offense from Dolph. And look out. There it is. The famous from Dolph Ziggler. That could be easily enough. Nakamura's already worn one from the top rope. Has he done it? No, he hasn't. Dolph Ziggler, not quite. But he's got Nakamura on the rack here. Maybe Nakamura could ultimately regret this decision. Ziggler fighting back. Look out. Oh! Face buster to Nakamura. Severe head damage done to Nakamura. Hand over the mouth. He can't get him. Nakamura showing that fight that we know he has. Look at Dolph Ziggler talking trash. He's in control. And this is the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. If he was to win, what would that make Ziggler? Would it be a fatal four-way? Ziggler again. Or would he just take Nakamura's spot? Ziggler wants him to his feet here. Nakamura's on the rack. Nakamura's in trouble. Going after him again, but Nakamura fires back. Nakamura fires back. Look out. He's going to hit it. It's Kinshasa. No. Ziggler. Drop toe hold counter. Absolutely brilliant from Dolph Ziggler. Turns him around. Zigzag. Zigzag is on the money. Zigzag is on the money. Hook of the leg. Deep cover two. Has he done it? No. Nakamura kicks out. It's gut check time now. Ziggler can't believe it. He counted the Kinshasa, and Ziggler may be out of questions to ask Nakamura because he's had all the answers. What else can you do? Nakamura trying to throw shots at Ziggler, but Ziggler is just on top of him at the moment. Ziggler trying to think his way through this. You've got Nakamura, the number one contender, on the rack here. But Nakamura with a gut kick creates separation and then almost kicks his head off. Did the cover on Ziggler. That's it. One. He's out. He hasn't moved. Ziggler gets out somehow. What a match to kick it off. Nakamura took the head of Dolph Ziggler. But Ziggler must have just come to at the right time. Ziggler trying to fire back, but Nakamura finding something here. Look out, Nakamura looking for a powerbomb, but Ziggler again. Showing unbelievable fight. Ziggler with a knee. With a knee to Nakamura, and now sending him in. And Ziggler getting to the bottom of the ninth type territory here. Oh, Nakamura kicked him off. Look out. This is dangerous. What a shot from Nakamura from the top rope. Right to the jaw of Ziggler. And now Nakamura. He may actually hit that powerbomb that he was looking for. Nakamura nails the powerbomb. And now Nakamura has him up on the shoulders. Oh! Unrelenting offense gets Ziggler to his feet. He's got barely anything left. And Nakamura again. Oh my God. 3 massive moves into the cover. 1. That's it. 2. He can't, but he does. How has Ziggler found this? Where has this Dolph Ziggler been? Nakamura now. Ziggler in massive trouble. Nakamura with a drop kick. Neither man gonna lay down. Nakamura calling him on. Oh, looking for the knockout shot. Couldn't find it, but Ziggler, oh, the trap DDT on the button. Nakamura, 1, I think it's it. He's taken so much, no. Unbelievable contest. This is what it means. Ziggler trying to take an opportunity. Nakamura trying to defend an opportunity. But now Nakamura, look out, no. Another counter. Another counter from Ziggler. He was looking for the inverted power slam, but Ziggler with a counter and a knee. A shot to Nakamura and another knee. The crowd with every blow wincing. It's unbelievable. Oh! Hung Nakamura up. And now Dolph Ziggler has the ultimate opportunity, and he's going to go to the ultimate height, to the top turnbuckle. Oh my God, no water in the pool, no air in the lungs. Nakamura rolled him up. Nakamura rolled him up and stole it. He finds a way. Ziggler can't believe it. He gave everything, but Nakamura found the final question that Dolph Ziggler couldn't answer. This was the moment. Look at this. Ziggler hits so hard, no air in the lungs. Nakamura takes the opportunity to roll him up. Opportunistic too, and he gets him. Nakamura so smart. He can find a million ways to beat you. And he found one there, and he pulled it out. At the very last second, Ziggler can't believe it. But oh, look out! Apollo Cruz out of nowhere. And now he's taking it to Shinsuke Nakamura. He sends him in the ring, and a pissed off Dolph Ziggler with a zigzag. Apollo Cruz allowing others to do the dirty work. And Ziggler sends Nakamura to the outside. And whoa! Dolph Ziggler saying, you need me in your organization. Don't fight me. Fight with me. And Apollo Cruz is walking off. Oh my God. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned earlier, your main event tonight, Rusev versus Daniel Bryan. The winner joins Shinsuke Nakamura and Apollo Cruz in the world title match at Backlash. That is going to be at... Sorry about that break in transmission. There's Andrade, Cien Almas, and Paul Heyman. Got everybody's attention. Absolute classic. Wow, Paul Heyman discussing the possibility of Almas joining Elite Sports Management. He's been on somewhat of a recruiting drive. Wow. Almas saying he already has representation and we're going to meet them very, very soon. Good Lord. Well, what does that mean? He's already got some representation, Andrade Cien Almas, but here's a man that had representation in the Shield. But that all ended. And now he wants revenge. Seth Rollins calls this place Monday Night Rollins. And he wants every single inch of Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins challenged Roman Reigns to a match at Backlash. He wants one final match, one final crack at finding out who the true man is of WWE, who the true big dog is of WWE. And he said, I don't want your answer via Twitter, I don't want it via email, I don't want it via Skype, I want it face to face, and he is here to get it right here, right now. Seth Rollins wants to fight, and he's picked one with the biggest dog in the yard. Rollins arrives here tonight looking for answers. This ought to be good. This ought to be good. Well, getting straight to the point. Rollins is so fired up. Man. One more match to end it all. That's what he wants. Rollins doesn't want to drag it out anymore, saying he's going to end it for good. Well, here we go. You knew it was going to go. Roman Reigns is here. And it is absolutely deafening. Roman Reigns decided to rejoin the Shield for one reason and one reason only. And that was to stab them in the back on the biggest stage possible. And he picked that stage very wisely, because he picked WrestleMania as the moment to stab them in the back. Seth Rollins wants every bit of Roman Reigns, and this crowd, I think they want to tear him apart as well. The catch to this whole story, though, the real catch, is that Seth Rollins did the exact same thing to Roman Reigns. But the thing I can see that is the difference is Seth Rollins has said about rectifying. Roman Reigns has done nothing of the kind. Man, this crowd is rabid towards Roman. He's saying that it's always been about him. Can't argue with that. Wow, oh my God. There is absolutely no way this ends amicably. Wow. I don't really think it was about... Oh, man. There's absolutely no way this doesn't end with someone getting punched in the face, surely. Man, Roman Reigns. Oh no! Seth Rollins is done talking. My God! Roman Reigns has accepted the challenge. And it'll be Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins in a bitter blood feud that will culminate at Backlash. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We have a developing situation backstage. Chad Gable has jumped Roderick Strong, his opponent, at Backlash for the vacant United States Championship. And Roderick Strong is being manhandled here. And it is absolutely chaotic backstage. We just saw that Aleister Black is going to be at Backlash. Well, both of these men will be as well, if they make it, that is. But look at this, Roderick Strong. They are tearing apart the set backstage, and look at this. Absolutely tearing each other to shreds on the eve of Backlash, the biggest match in either of their careers for the coveted United States Championship. Look at this. Chad Gable of Elite Sports Management, going for his first championship since joining that organization, is beating the holy hell out of Roderick Strong here. Oh, God. Chad Gable getting the better of Roderick Strong. He jumped him during that message from Aleister Black saying that he's going to be at Backlash. And as I said, these two will be at Backlash. Well, hopefully, But what condition will they be in? Absolutely tearing each other apart. Oh, sent him into the brick wall. Oh, and again. Roderick Strong taking the fight to Chad Gable. We got to get someone back here. We got to get someone in there. Look out. Oh, sending him off again. And we have to cut back to the ring, ladies and gentlemen, because we have a championship match. It's chaos at its best. The show must go on. As Pete Dunne is coming down here now in front of this live sold-out crowd to try and get his championship back, the television championship. It was announced last week that Pete Dunne is cashing in his rematch for that, that television championship against Samoa Joe. Pete Dunne was choked out at the hands of Samoa Joe. He didn't tap out, didn't get pinned, which in a lot of ways is very, very ironic considering that's how Pete Dunne won the championship from Andrade Cien Almas. And, well, you think there's shark-infested waters on SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen. The Sharks don't get any more bigger or have sharper teeth than your current reigning and defending television champion. Could only be talking about one man. Samoa Joe was traded to Monday Night Raw for the man, as we found out just this past week on SmackDown, Hideo Itami. And boy, oh boy, did Samoa Joe make an impact when he arrived. His first night on Monday Night Raw, capturing a championship. And Samoa Joe is more than happy to take that belt forward and defend it against whoever, and defend it wherever, and defend it whenever it is called upon. Samoa Joe, the Samoan submission machine, who I think is arguably one of the most dangerous men on the roster, arrives to defend his territory yet again. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm being told that Roderick Strong and Chad Gable have both been escorted out of the arena. That's the destruction that they've left. But both men have been escorted out of the arena and will not be allowed back in the building. Roderick Strong and Chad Gable, yes, okay, have been escorted out of the building by security to separate them, to save the massive title match that we're going to have at Backlash. But speaking of massive title matches, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. It is go time. It is TV title time. That's what it's all about. Let's get it on. Pete Dunne, Samoa Joe. Here we go. Two-man square off, collar and elbow tie-up, standing switch from Samoa Joe. Big fight feel about this one. TV championship on the line. Pete Dunne. Standing switch on Joe, but he took him down. Look at this. Look at the physicality of Samoa Joe. You can almost feel it. Smash Mouth style coming through your screen. It's Pete Dunne now. Takes the top wrist lock. Oh, God, that knee. Oh, you got to watch those knees, ref. They're quite low. Samoa Joe takes a hammerlock here. As the crowd settles in, this ought to be a friggin' classic. We've already had one between Dolph Ziggler and Shinsuke Nakamura, and we've got a hell of a main event on the way as well. We're nowhere near done, ladies and gentlemen, on the road to Backlash. It's Pete Dunne. Another hammerlock, and then sends Samoa Joe off. And Pete Dunne getting right in his face here. That smash mouth style of both of these guys. And Pete Dunne is just lighting him up here. Look at this. Oh my God. The chops of Pete Dunne. But Samoa Joe showing the power, sending him over the top. And now Joe wants him back in the ring. He ain't about that. He ain't about that. He lights him up with a chop. Samoa Joe with a jab. And now Joe, look at this. It's as good as it gets. Big title fights on Monday Night Raw. The bright spotlight of Monday Night Raw as Joe sends him in. Oh, look out. Looking for it, but done. Oh, and a hard chop. These two are going to absolutely kill each other. Headbutt. Referee's going to have to be pretty lenient with this one. Samoa Joe sent in and a step up enziguri for Pete Dunne, and he slits the throat, saying he's going to finish it here. Oh, what a shot. Right to the gut, and then a hard elbow. And Samoa Joe's going to need to take a moment. That rocked him, and Pete Dunne is so fired up right now. Oh, look at that. Another shot to the gut here. And now Pete Dunne. Oh, rope hunk DDT. Shades of the Viper, Randy Orton down into the cover. That may well be enough. He's absolutely rung the bell as Samoa Joe draws a 2 count out of the Samoan submission machine. It's now Pete Dunne. This is his game. This is what he does best, is he wears down a limb. Look at this. Has time to look around at the crowd and then stomps on the arm, that bandaged arm of Samoa Joe. Now Pete Dunne going to take the fight right to Samoa Joe. Look at this. The stomps right to the chest cavity, knocking the air directly out of the lungs. Pete Dunne again, really working the body of Samoa Joe with these chops. And look at this. Hard forearm. Pete Dunne sends him into the ropes again. Dunne again into the corner with Samoa Joe. And oh, God, what a chop that was. But Joe pushes him away, having none of it. Takes him down with an STO, and then Samoa Joe showing how he moves. Dropping the full body weight across the chest of Pete Dunne and then hooking him up, and a beautiful suplex almost throws him outside the ring. And Pete Dunne feeling the power, and Joe saying, if that's all you got, you're in for a hell of a long night. Oh, God. The chops are unbelievable. And Samoa Joe, oh no, look out, buckle bump from Samoa Joe. Buckle bump from Samoa Joe down into the cover. 1 TV championship retained, is it? No, not yet. It's Joe. Look at that, look at the size of Joe's legs. You can barely see Pete Dunne's head in there, but all he sees is the crown of his head and the elbow bouncing off it. Samoa Joe going to whirl. God. Oh my. This could be over. That headbutt would near kill a mere mortal man, but Pete Dunne, I tell you what, he's got a head like a cat, and he's probably got as many lives. Sends him into the corner. Samoa Joe. Full head of steam, full weight of an enormous man just comes clattering across your face. It can't be fun. Sends him into the corner again. Joe looking for it again. Pulls up again. And now Joe just driving the air out of the lungs again. That's going to be a common theme here. Joe just pulls him up out of the corner. Sit out powerbomb. And look at the athleticism. Joe back to his feet. And he has not got time to breathe here, Pete Dunne. Samoa Joe has him in some trouble. And look out. Oh. Cross the arms. Straight German suplex on the button. And that could be it. He bounced off the back of his head. Samoa Joe has been peppering. He may have a concussion. Samoa Joe. Oh, look out. Moved out of the way there. Pete Dunne. Oh, what is this? Pete Dunne. Absolutely brilliant. Got over the top. Deep cover. Pete Dunne's full weight across the shoulders, but Joe able to kick out. Pete Dunne with a headbutt. He goes from an unbelievable technical move to just a straight-up headbutt to the jaw. And now Pete Dunne. What is this? Oh, God. Going after that arm again. Headbutting the arm. Will Dunne stop at nothing? Look at the power of Pete Dunne. Unbelievable technique. Oh, my God. Drove Samoa Joe down into the cover. That's it. 1. I reckon it's over. Pete Dunne. Oh, not quite. It wasn't quite enough to put Joe away, but Pete Dunne came close. This is where the belief really sets in. This is where you start to tell yourself, hey, maybe I could do this. I'm capable of this. And Pete Dunne, oh, with the exposed knee, sends Joe all the way to the outside. This has gone up again. My God. Both of these men tearing each other to shreds. Pete Dunne set him off the barricade and then back into the ring, always taking the opportunities. Pete Dunne working over Samoa Joe. Look at this shot here. And now Dunne. Oh, what a backbreaker. And then held on for a side Russian leg sweep as well. But you can see this match is really taking its toll. But Dunne has to try and stay on the arm. And that's exactly what he's doing. Look at this again. Pete Dunne has targeted that arm. Maybe for the Kimura lock. As Pete Dunne stands on the arm again. Joe writhing in pain. Such a smart strategy from Pete Dunne. This here wrenching on the head. Turning that neck sideways. A right angle. Such a clinical wrestler. Unbelievable is Pete Dunne. Now he's going after the... Oh! What a shot from Samoa Joe. What a shot from Samoa Joe. And that turned the tide of the match with one punch. And now looking for the Tremera suplex combination. Crosses the arms, straight jacket, and drops him on the back of his head. And Samoa Joe has him where he wants him. Uh-oh. Hooks up Pete Dunne and drops him with a cutter. Drops him with a cutter. Down into the cover. Dunne is finished. 1, 2, and no. How on earth did Pete Dunne survive? Joe can't quite believe it. Oh, what a shot from Joe. What a shot. And then that chop sent him to the outside of the ring. But Samoa Joe has more than one string to his bow. And he takes flight. A man that size shouldn't be doing tope suicidas. Unbelievable. Samoa Joe taking it to another gear. When it comes to a championship, when it comes to prestige, there's very few that are better. Sends him down, Joe, for a second time. Driving it down. And now Joe, all the way to the second rope. Not again, no. No water in the pool. No water in the pool. And now Pete Dunne. What is this? What is this? Oh, the X-Plex. The X-Plex. He pulls it out right when he needs it. He's got him now. He doesn't have him. That had to be it. That had to be it. Samoa Joe is out. He's done. But Joe, back up again. The headbutt may have knocked Pete Dunne out. It may have knocked him out. But Dunne, he's gone to the arm. Dunne goes back to the arm. He's got it locked in. The Kimura is locked in. Samoa Joe's going to have to give it up. Pete Dunne did all the work. He did all the work on the arm for this moment. But Joe, realizing how desperate it is, had to roll out. He had to roll out. He picked him up. What is this? Oh my God. Drove him down. Drove him down. And now Samoa Joe goes to another gear again. Suplex to Pete Dunne, who's got nothing left. Joe hooks him up again. He's gonna hang on for the Chimera suplex combination. Drops him down. And now stalking him. Joe found another gear. And now he finds the Coquina clutch. Drops down. Pete Dunne exhausted. Nothing left. Is Pete Dunne gonna tap? Is Pete gonna tap? Dunne. I think he's out. The referee's called it off again. Pete Dunne, choked out, refuses to tap. He'd rather go unconscious than tap out. Samoa Joe wins an instant classic. Pete Dunne would rather burn out than fade away. But he's forced unconscious by Samoa Joe. By the most vicious hold in professional wrestling, the referee stops the match. And Samoa Joe will not stop because he has a microphone. It's all business. Oh my God. Waste no time lining up another opponent. Big E, you, my friend, have been called out. Big E, you are on notice.
It's over. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's to the top rope. Coup de grace. No. Oh my God. One, 2, 3.
I needed all this to happen to be able to come here now and make a difference. I think everything happens for a reason, and there's a reason why I'm here now.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, many saying the phenomenal one is back in full flight and he returns to action next week. AJ Styles will continue his momentum. Don't miss it. Ladies and gentlemen, Shinsuke Nakamura, incredibly annoyed, appears to be leaving. Well, it is that time, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the main event of the evening. Rusev versus Daniel Bryan for a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. Rusev has been through the ringer since WrestleMania. He lost ever so narrowly to Kevin Owens. He wanted his rematch, but Kevin Owens was traded to the Blue Brand. Out of pure hatred from Shane McMahon towards Kevin Owens, he ridded the Red Brand of the new World Heavyweight Champion, and therefore Rusev was forced to forego his automatic rematch clause. Shane McMahon refusing to release Rusev, who said to him last week, if you don't do something, if you don't give me an opportunity, I'm walking out of the WWE and Monday Night Raw, and I'll go and ply my trade elsewhere. So Shane McMahon forced into this after signing some things he perhaps shouldn't have in order to get Elite Sports Management over the line in that trade deal for Owens. But now there's a whole different kind of mix now here on Monday Night Raw, because Daniel Bryan, on top of everything that happened after WrestleMania, made his triumphant return from injury. And Daniel Bryan has had his issues with Elite Sports Management and Apollo Cruz as well. He demanded an opportunity, and Shane McMahon, taking the advice of his father and saying that you need to think more about the business and less with your heart. Start thinking with your head. And this is what I call thinking with your head. Because look at this for a main event, ladies and gentlemen. Two of the biggest stars in the industry. Rusev, former World Heavyweight Champion of over 600 days and the leader of the Yes Movement. Arguably one of the most wildly popular figures in professional wrestling history. Daniel friggin' Bryan is about to go one-on-one with the Bulgarian brute, Rusev. Ladies and gentlemen, this has combustible written all over it. Here we go! Massive main event on Monday Night Raw. Who's going to Backlash? As Daniel Bryan trying to work from distance here, trying to work at the base here. Look at Daniel Bryan circling Rusev, trying to outpace him. This is what Daniel Bryan does best. The striking ability, but Rusev, look at this. Once he gets hold here, once he just closes that distance, he's the most dangerous man in the industry. There's Rusev now. More of a business-like look here about him too. Wearing the black trunks, no knee pads. You'll notice, oh my God, that's probably why, because he can take people's heads off with an exposed knee. So we can calm down now and just enjoy this professional wrestling match here. Sends him in, Bryan, look out, got taken off his feet, and oh my God. That's the power, and Rusev not stopping there. Kicks him, and Rusev is ruthless. When it comes to that belt, it means absolutely everything to him. Comes to championships. Look at this, Daniel Bryan. Absolutely brilliant. Now goes straight back to the base of Rusev. Brilliant strategy here from Bryan. What a match this is. Did you ever think in a million years you would see Daniel Bryan versus Rusev on the main event of Monday Night Raw? It's as good as it gets. Sends him in. Oh, look out that knee there from Daniel Bryan. And then he throws some kicks of his own. And Daniel Bryan trying to work on the base, but Rusev gets rid of him and then cleans him out. So excited about this contest. Many of you were as well, as Rusev. Look at him paces around. Oh no. And this is what happens. Daniel Bryan has been on a roll. He's been in some of the best matches we've seen already since his return. Daniel Bryan, once it all slows down and the reality kicks in, he's in there against a former world champion of over 600 days, and he was that for a reason. It's Rusev there with the Mongolian chop right across the face there. Now Rusev sends Daniel Bryan in off the ropes, but no. Daniel Bryan showing the quickness, and this is exactly what he needs to do. Keep him grounded. Try and keep him off his feet here. But Rusev just forces his way up, fights through the punches. And oh, look out, that one sent him back though. There's only so many you can take, and Daniel Bryan knows that, and he's going to go to work here. This is exactly what Daniel Bryan does, and he's showing that experience that we knew he had. Daniel Bryan, a former world champion himself, has been to the top of the mountain. It's Rusev, though, sends him in. God, nothing knocks you off your perch quite like a clothesline from a man the size of Rusev. Look at him. Not necessarily the tallest, but he's just, and he's so thick, so athletic. It's almost getting hit with a massive cinder block to the face when he runs through you like he has already. And look at that headbutt there from Rusev. Such an unrelenting man. Of course, Daniel Bryan has had concussion issues, several issues with his neck, his shoulder, and all of that comes into play. Rusev knows all of this, and he'll wear him down. Rusev is fired up for this. Look at this, right down to the chest here. Look at this, imagine that boot right into the chest. Almost stop your heart. It's that powerful. Daniel Bryan is feeling that right now. Just the sheer power. And look at this, Rusev going after the head. He knows Daniel Bryan has had concussion issues. He knows he's only one away from potentially being on the shelf again. Rusev tosses him to the outside of the ring, and this is Rusev's wheelhouse. This is where he's most comfortable. He is controlling this match, and more important, he is controlling Daniel Bryan who, if he gets out of control, if Daniel Bryan builds momentum, uses the crowd to get on his side, that is where Daniel Bryan's strength is, in his speed and his pace. And look at this, Bryan coming at him again, working at the base here of Rusev. It's like chopping a tree down. It's exactly what he's got to do. And Bryan with a neck breaker. You can hear the crowd getting behind Daniel Bryan. He wants Rusev to his feet here. Daniel Bryan getting a run up and knocking Rusev down. This crowd firmly behind Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan could potentially win this by count out, but that's not the way he operates. Listen to this place. But Rusev, oh no. And again on the head. On the head, Rusev, in again, but this crowd refusing to relent here, but Daniel Bryan is getting absolutely messed up by Rusev on the outside. And it's all good. It's all good to have a dream. It's all good to fight for your dreams, as Daniel Bryan says. It's all good to come back from injury. But the reality of the situation is there's people like Rusev who are going to be there to constantly knock you down. It's if Daniel Bryan can actually recreate the magic. Can he bring that back? Can he bring that fire back? And Daniel Bryan sends Rusev to the outside, gets in the ring, and he is going to get some separation here. And Rusev, that's exactly what he needed to do. And Rusev, all fired up, comes back in the ring, but Daniel Bryan's right there. Daniel Bryan's right there. He's got it. He's got it. The yes lock is applied. It was absolutely brilliant from Daniel Bryan. Absolutely brilliant from Bryan. Yes lock applied, but Rusev showing the power. Rolls him out, and Rusev, look out. Oh, what is this? Rusev down. He said, if you're going to use the arm to try and make me submit, I'm going to take it off. I'm going to tear it off. Now Rusev, he appears to have snapped here. Look at this. Oh, God. He's flinging Daniel Bryan. That might have been the only little bit of fleeting hope that Daniel Bryan had, because Rusev is getting absolutely ruthless now. Daniel Bryan though. Daniel Bryan keeps up. Daniel Bryan keeps up out of nowhere. This is exactly what Rusev needed to avoid, because here comes Bryan. Here comes Bryan. Oh no. Oh my God. He got cleaned out. He got absolutely cleaned out. But Daniel Bryan again sends him in. And Bryan is trying anything he can, but Rusev has all the answers. Daniel Bryan might be out. And now Rusev stalking him, and he's gonna look for Machka. Has him up. Oh no! Bryan with a reversal. And here comes Bryan again. Here comes Bryan again. Daniel Bryan will not go away. He's fighting the form. He's fighting the will, the desire that he had when he became a world heavyweight champion. And he wants to do it again at Backlash. The only way he's gonna do it is to take risks. And that's exactly what he does. Daniel Bryan is feeling it. The crowd is up. He's up. This is where he thrives. This is Daniel Bryan's wheelhouse now. Sends him in. Rusev is feeling the pinch now. The deeper this goes, you have to think that it's going to favor Daniel Bryan. The kicks, they're back. The yes man is back. The tidal wave of offense from Daniel Bryan is back. And now Bryan, what is he going to do now? Daniel Bryan takes him to the top rope. And now Bryan, oh my God, took him down. Daniel Bryan fired up. Rusev on the rack. Daniel Bryan has him where he wants him. Now Daniel Bryan lighting him up. This place comes to life. And Daniel Bryan takes his head off. And now Rusev is in trouble. Rusev in trouble. Yes, no. Didn't hit the knee. Rusev firing up. Daniel Bryan doesn't care. But Rusev fighting through the pain. Sends Bryan in. Oh my God. Look out. Rusev took down Daniel Bryan. Took down Daniel Bryan with a tidal wave of offense. The savant kick on the button. Right to the head of Daniel Bryan. 1, 2. Got it. No. Daniel Bryan digging down into the reserve. Rusev can't quite believe it. But he's got him exactly where he wants him. He has him exactly where he wants him. And Rusev now. Oh no. What is this? No. Oh! Face first goes Daniel Bryan and Rusev into the cover again. 1, 2. And it's elementary. No, it's not. No, it's not. Rusev can't believe it. Daniel Bryan. Look at this from Rusev. Takes him down again. And Rusev. It feels like it's just a matter of time right now. It is just a matter of time. Rusev gets him to his feet. No! But here he comes. Daniel Bryan again. Surely not again. Surely not again. Daniel Bryan continues to chop away at the base. Continues to show something. Daniel Bryan firing up here. Hammering the legs. Hammering everything he can get. Hammering everything that isn't nailed down about Rusev right now. Bryan. Oh no, Rusev cuts him off again. And then a chop from Rusev. And now Rusev is fighting back here. Rusev fighting back with chops and a massive clothesline. Daniel Bryan's done. I'm calling it right now. He's done. He's cooked. But he will not stay down. And oh no, Bryan again. Bryan again. Bryan again. He just will not go away. He's built a career on it. Rusev on the rack again. Daniel Bryan. Rusev might be out. He's got him in the middle of the ring. He's got him in the middle of the ring for a second time. For a second time, the yes lock is applied. The referee's asking the question, looking deep into Rusev's eyes and asking him, do you want to quit? He may have to. Rusev, no. How the hell did he power out again? How the hell did he power out again? And Rusev picks him up. Oh, and Uranagi again. Uranagi again. And Rusev. Oh no. What is this? Oh my God. Rusev refuses to quit. Refuses to quit. But, oh no. No. Oh my God. Rusev to the top rope. Daniel Bryan doesn't know what's coming. Rusev with a clothesline from the top rope. He had to go to the high red district and Bryan's done. No, he's not. How the hell does he keep kicking out? Where the hell does he find this from? Rusev. Oh no. No. That might be it. Rusev has snapped. Rusev has snapped here. We've seen this too often. Rusev has absolutely snapped. That headbutt is enough. Daniel Bryan has had. He was out for 3 years. He was out for 3 years with concussion, and now Rusev can't put him away. Sometimes I think Daniel Bryan has more guts than brains. No question. And oh no, but Bryan gonna fight back. Always gonna fight back. Always gonna fight back. The drop kick. Where the hell does he find this? And Bryan again. The kicks haven't got much on him, but he's fighting. He'll never stop. He'll never stop. Still fighting back. sends him into the corner. And Daniel Bryan, what is this now? Hooks him up, tail to world DDT, drops him on the crown of his head. A desperate Bryan clasps for a cover. Has he done enough? No, he hasn't. Pay-per-view quality main event on Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the night, gut check time for a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. This is what this title means. Bryan again to the legs. Still trying to create separation. Exhausted. Still sticking to the plan. Throwing strike after strike. But Rusev just screams in his face. And Bryan looks to drop him. Couldn't. Rusev has all the answers. Bryan's got nothing left. But has he? But has he? Still trying to throw something at him. Neck breaker. Neck breaker from Daniel Bryan holding his head. And now Daniel Bryan. No, Daniel. Think about it. Think about it, Daniel. Wait a minute. What the hell? It's Shane McMahon. What the hell is Shane McMahon doing here? What the hell is Shane McMahon doing here? He promised Rusev it would be okay. Is this what he means? Daniel Bryan is asking him what the hell he's doing. And Rusev, oh my God, oh no. Bryan fell on top of Shane McMahon. Bryan fell on top of Shane McMahon. And Rusev sends Daniel Bryan in. And Rusev is saying, get the hell out of here. What the hell is Shane McMahon doing? Wait a minute. The knee from Daniel Bryan. 1, 2. Daniel Bryan! Shane McMahon distracted Rusev unintentionally. And Daniel Bryan capitalizes. Shane McMahon desperate to please Rusev. But he just gets in the way. Rusev turned to McMahon, screamed in his face. It gave Daniel Bryan enough time to nail Rusev. And Daniel Bryan has booked his place. He has booked his ticket to the World Heavyweight Championship match at Backlash. Unbelievable. Whoa! What the hell? Apollo Cruz with that friggin' cane. Just like Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. What the hell is this? Cruz taking out the competition. Nakamura has already stormed out of the building. Chad Gable, Roderick Strong have already been escorted out. Daniel Bryan has no friends, just one massive enemy. Apollo Cruz, who refused to wrestle at the start of the show, is destroying Daniel Bryan here. Oh my God, look at this, the sick son of a bitch. Daniel Bryan, who was out for 3 years with concussion, has taken 2 minutes. Oh no. This sick, sadistic, elitist son of a bitch is destroying Daniel Bryan in front of our very eyes. Apollo Cruz. Not again. God almighty. Absolute monster. God's sake. Daniel Bryan is bleeding. And we're out of time.